Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video on Conqueror's Blade. So, just before we get into the actual video today, I just want to say we are now actually, or I now actually am live on Twitch at this second, because this is going to be the first day of Twitch drops today. So as this video comes out, the stream will be starting over on Twitch. So after you've watched this video, be sure to come over. You can ask me any questions about this video specifically, or any other stuff. You can watch me playing actually live with the Glaive, trying to sort of get the hang of it, trying to get used to it a little bit more. So yeah, be sure to come over. And of course, because it's Twitch drops, it means you're going to be earning hero skins, powdered silver, in-game silver, all sorts of cool rewards and stuff over this next couple of weeks with the Twitch shop. So be sure to come over, give us a follow, say hello, and yeah, come watch a bit of Twitch gameplay. But that aside, let's move on with today's video. So today, I kind of actually wanted to take a bit of a further look at the Glaive. So I've been kind of enjoying, after I did the first video on this a couple of days ago, I've both been enjoying playing it, but I've kind of liking the idea of learning this with you. Because I mean, I don't know a lot about playing the Glaive. You know, I've played them all for what, 3, 4, 5 months since it came out in Season 3, maybe 3 months. Before that, the poleaxe. So this is kind of all a bit of a learning curve with me. So I've been trying new things, and one of the new things I've tried, or I've just changed but not yet tried, and we're going to find out together, is switching from a full armour build. I've been a full armour build for as long as I can remember, since I changed it like at the start of my poleaxe. So this is like 6 or 7 months ago, and we've now gone full strength. So what's kind of the reasoning behind this? Now, for me, in my opinion, on the poleaxe, the armour is always worth it, and it's true of them all as well. Because the damage is already fairly high, and you're only getting like a 20% damage increase, so it doesn't really add that much. Now, with the Glaive, that is also still true for all the slashing elements. If we actually take a look at the statistics, you know, slashing is 2200, and without it, it's like 1800. So you're basically sacrificing my armour, which was like about 1050 to 1100 across the board, down to sort of high 800s. In return, you're getting like plus 400 slashing damage. And so as percentage for percentage, it's a pretty equal trade. You know, I'm getting maybe 20% damage or 10 or 20% for 10 or 20% armour. Okay, fine. But the main change is actually the blunt damage. Now, this doesn't really affect maul or poleaxe. Even though the maul is itself blunt, it has a high base blunt damage, whereas the Glaive doesn't. And now, if we actually go over to the hero skills and take a look at the two important ones, Breaker of Shield, it scales off 375% of your blunt damage. And the Flying Reaper scales off 681% of your base blunt damage. It's quite high. And if you now compare that, when you consider that we've basically added 400 to slashing and 400 to blunt, that means our blunt damage is basically doubled. So in theory, if my sort of thinking correctly, effectively the damage of those two abilities is effectively now doubling. So that's kind of why I wanted to try it. Plus the fact that I'm kind of a bit bored of being full armour. I'm enjoying changing class. I might as well change some of the attribute points as well. So yeah, that would be kind of interesting. Also, since I did the last video, I've just been doing a bit of crafting. I didn't buy this one. This was just, I got lucky on a craft. It's not an amazing legendary Glaive. The slashing armour penetration, I suppose, is quite nice because what actually is our slashing AP? Yeah, 1600. You know, it's definitely slightly sort of skirting towards the lower end, and I think if you didn't have that 230, then you're going to be low 1400s. Then, you know, that does actually add something. The blunt AP, I think, is pretty irrelevant because people don't have blunt armour. I'd much rather that 156 blunt AP was on the blunt damage. Plus 178 slashing damage, pretty decent. It's the blunt damage that lets this one down. Plus 72 isn't really good enough, doesn't really cut it for me. I would have gladly got rid of that blunt armour penetration for higher blunt damage, or maybe a plus strength attribute. So it's an okay legendary, but probably not the best one that I could get, really. But anyway, let's hop into a siege battle, see how we get on now with our increased damage, and see how soft we are as well now we've lost all that extra armour. So, here we go, into battle with our, I hesitate to say upgraded Glaive, but our adjusted Glaive. Our new super strong but slightly fragile Glaive. Let's call it that. No clue where I'm going. Where are we on? Aulenberg. The real Evo? Yes, it is. Shall say hello. Hello. Right. I'm just going to have a quick gander down this side wall here. You don't get it very often, but very occasionally you get people trying to be a bit sneaky and get up some of the ladders on the side. I'm always a big fan of small little skirmishes, so I always like it when people try. but it doesn't look like anyone is trying today. Alas not. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure that you're quite dead yet. I don't know what I'm doing with this glaive. Just have to wait for everyone to come in then. My usual problem of melee hero, not all that much to do. We've got all the siege towers coming in. Ideally, it's always best if we can knock down that B one, because it's quite a good one to actually get knocked out the fight. Because then that forces, so basically funnels them through this one here. I don't know if they've got their battering ram moving. They may push in that way as well. No one really trying any ladders or anything too silly this early on, which kind of makes sense. There's a guy having a look, and a spear who's managed to fall down, and we missed our ability. Come back here! Stop right there, criminal scum. Missed. Oh, and he's dead before I got my ultimate. Well, that didn't really tell us a lot, did it? That did not really tell us a lot about the strength, because we managed to miss every single hero ability. Oh, wow, Evo. You suck 90% of the time. Okay. Well, this tower here is probably going to be the first one in. A little bit of stuff at the bottom of it, but not actually too much immediately that's going to be pushing. Just, we've got our ASAPs down there that we can push through if they start to go up here in a decent amount. I'll have a go at these serfs if they come up. 2 short swords and a spear. We've clearly got the hero domination going on. Looks like maybe we did get this tower knocked down because it's coming back in again from quite a long way off. Okay, short sword's having a little bit of a gander. So we've got some pike militia, or is that Fortebraccios coming up? Some Fortebraccios coming up. He's probably in Ironsides, and I still managed to miss though. He's been kidnapped, and he's fallen off the wall. Okay, interesting start. Oh, we might get him with our ASAPs though. We did, but we did nothing with the glaive. This is not panning out how I intended. Will someone just stand in front of me and kindly die? Okay, well let's just push around the back then. Depends if those Fortebraccios are going to move up. Missed again. Let's go around this way. Here we go. And we sort of missed. We did a lot of damage to an awful lot of serfs, but that's about your lot. The slashing damage is actually feel... Wow, we're fragile though. Crikey, you lose health quickly. Oh dear, we're so soft. Oh, we did 4k damage to him though. That's a bit nicer. We should probably activate an ability. I think our ASAPs are probably in trouble here. I'm in trouble here. I've got no health. I'm going to die. Roll. Well, we can only really just let the ASAPs do their thing, and well, they're getting a lot of kills until I heal up, and hope that there's still something left alive of them by the time I get there, which I suspect probably not going to be the case. Here's how good ASAPs are as a unit, that really with no intervention, that they sort of look after themselves. Oh dear, I do feel fragile, it has to be said. The damage is nice. I mean, that shield bash at, at almost 4,000 was pretty decent. But he's landing these hits is actually quite a lot harder than the maul, because the maul swings in such a wide arc that you sort of hit everything. There's a fair bit more accuracy to learn on this. We can get someone locked down. I suspect we can... not even close! Wow, we've got some practicing to do with this weapon. Okay, well, we probably should get another unit, I suppose. Are we going to fight these? Get a good chunk of damage in, along with the Fortebraccios. Works quite well. Fighting another glaive, and another glaive. Glaives everywhere. Oh, I didn't get the kill. See, the damage we do though was quite nice with that shield butt. It's that blunt damage. They're the ones that are effective. I mean, that is kind of what I was shooting for. That blunt damage increase more than the slashing, and that is proving to be the case. We have lost the B point. Wasn't paying all that much attention, possibly, but trying to hold the B point in this map is borderline impossible. Okay, let's try not to get shot by too many arrows. My poor horse. And let's get to a supply point. We've actually lost that supply already in there. They're threatening A fairly heftily. Probably going to go the men-at-arms and then save the Namcans for the final point. So, let's grab the men-at-arms. Come on, come on, come on. Right, let's go, go, go. Where are they mostly pushing from? Obviously got quite a lot up on the walls. And we've got quite a push going on this supply, or they're effectively trying to push off the supply. I don't really want to go into that lot, if I'm honest. That looks like a pretty shocking idea. Are they going along the top towards C, or just down this staircase here? Just down this staircase here, I think. And have we got loads of stuff coming behind? Not really. Mostly just going down this side corridor towards the A point. Okay, unit of Conqueror coming in. Trying to interrupt their charge as much as I can. Oh, crikey. It's so much softer. That's the hardest thing to get used to. Without the armour, it feels like a much more than a 20% difference. It may be the case that I'm not, and I did get a little bit swamped there, but still, you feel significantly softer than I did before. It's kind of the hardest thing to adapt to, I'm finding so far. Are men at arms doing anything? They did a little bit of damage, not a great deal. Now for one, another run, they get absolutely cut down. Well, they completely swamped us on the A points. That means we're down to the final base, and we've only got our Namcans left. Not exactly been a glorious game so far. Let's have a look. Although we do have a lot of the team who haven't done a great deal yet. A few people perhaps AFK, unfortunately, or crashed. Okay. Let's set ourselves up here, at least initially. Presumably they've not broken the back door yet. How many of us are dead? Not too many. I might actually, sometimes I might have a go up here. Dismount. Wrong way round. Set them something like that and see... Oops, wrong way. And see when they start to come back off this C point and start to push towards us. It's not really worth trying to defend this C point. Particularly not in dribbles and drabs like this, because you just get overwhelmed so quickly. Fortunately, these guys are pushing around this way, so I can't realistically hit them from there. Obviously, I could push up to the edge of the wall, but you just become such a treb target. You're just going to get hit by so much stuff. Oh, we can have a little pop over there, possibly. Maybe a little bit slow in the shooting for the arrows to land in time, but you never know. Oh, that's an archer unit. Was handily timed, and he stopped right in the perfect little box. Nicely died there. Okay, are they just pushing gate? If they are, we'll push down this staircase here. A few of them are stopped again. Some more nice archers standing in our way. Wow, we're racking up a few kills here, aren't we? They're through the gate. Are they going to push the gate? Ow, we just... Ow. The hell was that? I think that might have been a musket bomb. They got a very fortuitous hit on me. We'll stand on this staircase for now, just in case they push this corridor. I suspect realistically, though, they're probably going to look at the back door. Damage is so much better. Wow, he got grape shotted to the face. Yeah, the damage is definitely nice. I do really like that. I just worry that maybe it's too fragile, but that might be partly just my playstyle. I've just been used to having heavy armor for so many months now, but to now suddenly no longer have it, it feels it feels really weak. Okay. Oh, what are you doing there? Are you supposed to be there? I suspect not. Can you please? No. Don't want anything to do with me. Can you get off my poor Namcans? I'm not quite sure where everyone else is. I feel like I'm fighting alone at the moment. Oh dear. Poor Namcans having a right old rough time of it. And we've got a ton of enemy stuff pushing base already. It's not looking good here. We need to be getting around that. Blocking a lot of me. Can I get through on my horse? Oh god, full of brachos. Not good. Yeah, I'm dead here. We stood on there for a few seconds, but it's not going to be enough to buy us enough time, unfortunately. Getting a few kills still with our Namcans, but it's not going to give us enough time to get on point unless someone hops on point very, very rapidly, because they've all forced their way through that back door. And there we go. It's unfortunately game over. Well, that's interesting. Not a particularly great game there, to be honest. I think we kind of learnt a little bit. It's an MVP, but it's not a particularly good MVP. The damage is nice. It feels like a good step in the right direction. So I do like that. I dislike how fragile I feel. But then, a lot of the time, if you get caught out of position, you die very quickly anyway. So we only did die twice, so maybe I'm getting a bit carried away with how bad the lack of armour feels. So, I don't know, I'm going to give this a little bit more trial. Obviously, I'm going to be testing this at the moment now over on Twitch, so come over, see how we can get on. Maybe by this point, I'll have got the hang of it, and I can put on a slightly more impressive performance than that. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and joining me on my Glaive adventure, and I shall see you all on the next video.